You guys can continue building the rapport, continue building the dialogue, and know that it's a respectful relationship and it's a professional one to where you can work together to get the deal done for both your clients. If you're struggling to negotiate for your buyers, keep watching. In this video, I'll be sharing with you the step-by-step process of how to negotiate for your buyers for them to win the deal. For the best real estate tips and strategies, you guys, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified for when I post a video every Tuesday. I've used these techniques to win hundreds of deals for my buyers, you guys, and which has been a huge contribution to our multi-six-figure business. Step number one, you guys, before submitting an offer, you want to send a pre-screening email to the listing agent. Now, in this email, before you submit the offer, you're going to ask them a bunch of questions so they know you're a professional, they know you've done this before, and they know you're looking out for your client, right? So one of the things you want to say in the email, you would say, "Dear Mr. Listing Agent, we've viewed the property today and we have narrowed it down to your listing and somebody else's listing. So I wanted to ask a couple of questions to hopefully be able to help my client make an informed decision and know how to move forward." So in the email, you guys, ask them the questions along the lines, are there any offers at the moment? That's number one. Number two, is there anything that you can share with me that will help my clients make an informed decision and wants to submit an offer? Number three, what's the average cost for the monthly utility usage? Number four, are the sellers flexible on closing date, right? So you ask a bunch of questions like these, you guys, so you can get as much information as possible for your clients so you can proceed further and build more rapport with the listing agent, because the reality is, once you build a rapport with the listing agent, he's going to want to be able to help you and get to put the deal together, and you guys will be able to get the deal done together. Number two, you guys, before submitting an offer, you want to call the listing agent, right? So what you're doing here is you're building rapport with the listing agent, because that's going to be huge on you guys being able to work together to get the deal done, right? What you want to do is call them, build rapport, ask questions on the seller's reasons for selling, and just understand more of the seller's motivation, right? So you're collecting all this information, whether they want to give it to you or not, it's up to them, but your job is to try to collect as much information as possible so you can proceed accordingly for your buyer. Step number three, you want to send the listing agent the list of comps and stats to rationalize your price, right? So when you're submitting your offer, send them these lists so to let them know, hey, Mr. Listing Agent, this is the justification and the rationale as to how we came up with the price. We think it's a really good price. Show this to your seller and let's get the deal done, right? So once you give them these this listing agent's reasons as to why your price is where it's at, you guys can continue building the rapport, continue building the dialogue, and know that it's a respectful relationship and it's a professional one to where you can work together to get the deal done for both your clients. So before I continue, you guys, I want to ask you a question. What negotiation techniques have you been using that's working for you? Comment below, I would love to know. Step number four, you guys, use the terms of the agreement as a negotiating tool. For example, a starting price, right? So even if your clients can afford more, you always want to start lower just to get the sellers to the table and see if that's going to work to be able to get the lowest price possible, right? Because you start low and you negotiate up bit by bit, and you'll be able to get a lower price than you initially would have if you started higher, right? So always start at a lower price, especially if there's no other offers on the table, and leave that as a negotiating tool. Secondly, use the closing date as a negotiating tool as well. If you know that your client is able to close whenever, or they're flexible, then use and you know what the sellers are expecting, use that as a negotiating tool, because at the end of the day, when you're negotiating, you're conceding. Both sides are giving up a little bit to get the deal done, right? So everybody has to give up a little something in order to get the ultimate result to an agreement, right? So use the closing date. Which one to also use is conditions, right? So financing, home inspection if you need to, right? Even if your clients are fully approved, or if they have a cash offer, if it's 100% cash, then still try to use the financing conditions or home inspection conditions to use that as a negotiating tool, because if some people are good with a certain price, and if they're not, they would rather have a lower price with less condition, and that's better for you guys, right? So you want to use that as a negotiating tool as well. Step number five, you guys, manage the listing agent and manage your clients. So you're going to have access to a lot of information information about your clients and also information about what the listing agent tells you, right? So just because you have the information doesn't mean that you have to share everything with everybody, right? So your job is to control the information that you receive and convey it in a way that's going to get the deal done for both sides, because that ultimately, that's what you want to do, right? You want to get the deal done for your clients, manage everybody's emotions, manage everybody's information in order to get the deal done. Step number 6, do what it takes to get the deal done for your clients. So what I mean by this is, you guys, if you're very close to getting the deal done, and at the end of the day, just remember, there's a lot of emotions in the air when we're negotiating, especially for your buyers and sellers, right? So you, as a professional, you have to keep your composure. You have to do what it takes and manage the emotions. And if they can't still come in agreement, and it's, for example, they're only $1,000 apart, then, take it upon yourself to be like, listen, like, I'm going to take a bit of a hit. I can reduce my commissions. I can rebate $1,000 just to get the deal done for you, Mr. Buyer, right? That's how much I want this house for you, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of things that you can do in order to get the deal done for both sides, because you have to understand that it's an emotional process. And for you, if you're very close to getting the transaction completed for both sides, just do what you got to do in order to get the deal done. There it is, you guys. Now you know the buyer negotiation techniques to win the deals for your buyers. If you found this video helpful, you guys, and you want more real strategies and tips, subscribe to my email list and get real tips and strategies sent directly to your inbox each and every week. It's in the description below. Also, if you want to join a community dedicated for new agents just like yourself to level up your business, we have a private Facebook group that you can join today. It's in the description below. If you found this video helpful, you guys, be sure to check out these 2 videos as well. And don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and comment below with your #1 takeaway. I would love to know. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.